Damn. Well, for years now, my parents have been increasingly concerned and perplexed over my downward spiral over the years. I used to be this good, church-going kid who dreamed of being a preacher one day. Can you believe that? What happened? They've tried to get me to talk about why I'm such an angry white kid these days. These days, well, it's like this. I have been busted for shoplifting, for trespassing. I have been in Cherry Hospital, involuntarily committed. What else have I been busted for? Stealing gas. And it's all just the tip of the iceberg. You know, I gotta take from everybody else what I never had, but what they just take for granted. That's all I'm doing. They won't give me the spotlight. When you look as ugly, as loathsomely average, as disgustingly plain as I do, they're not going to give you the spotlight. You're going to have to steal it. For time forces me to steal away. A nameless face, a statistic. And why do you think I hate statistics and don't give a damn about statistics? You hate most the fault you see in yourself. You hate most in others what you see in yourself. You get this? I love my family. I love my mom, my dad, my brothers, my aunts, uncles, and cousins, my grandparents. That being said, how in the world can I open up to them in some office of some shrink in some backwater place with some shrink who only cares about us getting paid for services rendered, doesn't give a damn about me. I'm just another face, another name, another face. It ain't like I'm special or anything. Why in the hell should I talk about my problems to resolve it when nobody's going to know or care who I am when I leave? Do it in private? If I talk about what hurt me deep inside and why I do what I do, is going to have to be for everybody else to hear. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a nobody. I'm sick of it. I'm taking what I never had. Look at this. See, look at this. Look at this. I'm even uglier and older than I used to look. And back when I was young, I was still ugly. I curse the throne that God sits on for this. I curse the throne his sanctimonious ass sits on. It's like this. I've cursed God so many times, but he hasn't killed me yet. Looks like suicide by divine plan just think it'll work. I'm being facetious. You know, when I steal and have done criminal activities in the past, it made me feel like a man. Even if I was the only one who knew about it. Even if everybody else thought I was a low-life loser. As long as I know, I gotta become a legend in my own mind, stealing the spotlight before time forces me to steal away. I'm one loathsomely, disgustingly ugly white man. Look at this. I'm ugly. I'm a temple of pain. My left elbow is hurting me. It's stiff. And it wants to pop. I think it's a quadricep. I don't know. But right here. My ankles. When after laying down in bed or sitting for a lengthy period of time, sometimes this one right here hurts. This ankle hurts sometimes. When I'm walking, sometimes my foot tends to twist. My left knee, there's a pain right here, deep in here, that can be felt right here. My chest, deep in my gut, my groin. I got a burning on my left side of my groin. I haven't had that in some time now, but it's dormant. I walked about 2 miles the other day, and for 2 days, The back of my left calf has been cramping, sore. I'm a temple of pain. I have a question I'd like to ask. Since nobody seems to be listening to me, this is hypothetically speaking, I'm not going to do this, but let's just say, if I was to do some major crime or shoot up a public place, would somebody listen to me then? I bet you somebody could find the answer to why I'm hurting and I could live in jail pain-free. Maybe that'd beat being free, living in pain. I curse the throne that God sits on for this pain. I do. Who freaking lives like this even at 80 years of age? I mean, who fucking lives like this? I curse the throne you sit on for this, God. I'm so ugly. I got nothing, man. I ain't got shit. I got absolutely nothing. Well, either way, I curse God for the shitty hand I got. I curse the throne God sits on. And I sell my soul for my heart's desire. I do. Let me suffer some real pain after I die. Just let me my heart rejoice down here, and let my body live it up down here. And for that, I curse you, God. I denounce you, and I sell my soul for this. Look how ugly I look in this video. Look at this fat. Look at how big my face is. Look at how old my face is starting to look. I'm nearing midlife crisis. And I ain't done shit. And I curse the throne you sit on, God. Lastly, it is so easy for a guy to get a date with a girl, especially these days. Not for me. I could not get a date with a good-looking girl if my eternal soul depended on it. Or even an average plain girl. The only girl I could probably get to go out with me is some backwater, buck-tooth, hillbilly who's never seen a guy before. And then she'd go out with me until she saw the other better-looking guys, and then she'd drop me like a hot potato. The only people I can get to go out with me are the only people I can get to go out with me are the gay men. They're the only one and the ugly, gay-looking gay men too. The high-profile gays, they turn me down too. Yeah. I couldn't get a date with a female if my eternal soul depended on that. And for that, God, I sell my soul so that I can be a hottie and get those long arms. I curse the throne that God sits on that my arms are short. I curse the throne you sit on. I'd like to spit in your face for that. I curse the throne you sit on for my arms being so short. I curse you too. God damn. With Uzi Emily. Lastly, and leastly, or not, well, I sell my soul to you, Satan, for millions of views on my YouTube channels. On my YouTube channel, I'm sorry, Wildman Christian Hunt, for millions of views, millions and millions of views, and millions of views, tens of millions of views. But first and foremost, but most importantly, the hot looks, the young, professional, not so much even one over 23, longer arms, the house of 14 Farmgate Road. And there's this bitch, I curse her, I hope she gets breast cancer. Anyways, that's it. I curse you, God, for this shithole life. I curse you, I don't know, but I curse you for these yearnings, these unfulfilled yearnings. And of my free will, I choose to denounce you and give myself over to Satan for all these things. If you won't do it for me, if you won't do it for me right now, I tell myself over to Satan right now for these things. To torment me after I die.